we are asked to solve for the value of x if 2 over x minus 1 minus 3 over x plus 1 is equals to 1. Okay? The first step here is to take the LCM of the left hand side of the equation. The reason why we are going to take the LCM is because we have two fractions at the left hand side of this equation, and these two fractions is separated by a negative sign. You understand? So let's take the LCM. The LCM will be the product of the denominator. You understand? The LCM will be the product of x minus 1 and x plus 1. Okay? So the LCM, okay, let me draw this straight line. Okay, not really. The LCM will be x minus 1 and x plus 1. Do you understand? Okay, now, having taken the LCM, x minus 1, x plus 1 divided by x minus 1, that will be what? X plus 1. You understand? Please pay attention. You know, I told you, the LCM will be the product of this and this, and I got this. Do you understand? The meaning of this is that this is multiplying this. X minus 1 is multiplying x plus 1. This LCM divided by x minus 1, I'm going to get x plus 1. Do you understand? X plus 1 multiplied by the numerator, that will be 2 into bracket x plus 1. Do you understand? Just pay attention, okay? You're going to get what I'm saying. Now, let's proceed to the second fraction. This LCM is just as if I'm having something like this. 1 over 2 minus 1 over 3. You understand? If you want to take the LCM, that will be what? 3 times 2 or 2 times 3. You understand? That is 6. Is that not it? Now, 3 times 2 divided by 2. Look at this. 3 times 2 over 2. These 2 will cancel these 2. You understand? So I'm left with what? 3. This 3 will multiply this 1. That's why I'm going to have 3 minus. Do you understand what I just did? So that's how I arrive at this. Okay? X minus 1, x plus 1 divided by x minus 1. That will give you what? X plus 1. X plus 1 times 2. That will be 2 multiplied by x plus 1. Do you understand? Okay, let's proceed. Now, x minus 1, x plus 1 divided by x plus 1. Just like saying that is x minus 1, x plus 1 divided by x plus 1, x plus 1. This will cancel this. You understand? So I'm left with what? X minus 1. This x minus 1 will multiply the numerator of the second fraction. Do you understand? Okay, so I'm going to have 3 into bracket x minus 1. Do you understand? This is equals to 1. I'm very sure you understand how I got there. Okay? Now, let us open the bracket of the numerator. You understand? Okay, so I'm going to have 2 multiplied by x. That will be 2x. 2 multiplied by plus 1. That will be what? Plus 2. Negative 3 multiplied by x, that will be what? Negative 3x. Negative 3 multiplied by negative 1, that will be what? Positive 3. Okay? I'm very sure you are part of our previous class. If you missed the class, kindly check the description of this video or check the playlist. Okay, simple linear equation. You're going to find, I taught us the product of signs. You understand? When we are taking the product of maybe a positive sign or a negative sign, a number that has a negative or positive sign, when we are taking their products, what will it give us? You understand? Okay, so negative 3 multiplied by negative 1, that will give us what? Positive 3. Okay, so for this, I'm going to have all over x minus 1 and then x plus 1. Do you understand? Okay, now let us collect the like terms. Okay, let me put equals to my term equals to 1. Let us collect the like terms. 2x minus 3x, that will be what? Negative x. So I'm going to have negative x, okay, plus 2 plus 3, that will be what? Positive 5. Positive 5 all over x minus 1 and then x plus 1 is equals to 1. Do you understand? Okay, I just take the like terms. Okay, I collect the like terms. The terms that are similar, I add them together. Okay, now we are going to take the cross product of both sides. You understand? You know, 1 can be written as 1 over 1. You understand? 1 over 1 is also the same thing as 1. Okay? So let me just add 1 here. Do you understand? Now take the cross product. This x minus 1, x plus 1 will multiply 1, and negative x plus 5 will also multiply the 1 at the denominator side of the other side of the equation. Okay? So I'm going to have negative x plus 5 is equals to x minus 1 and x plus 1. Do you understand? Okay, by transposition, I can bring this to this side and bring this to this side. Okay, now let us expand this bracket. You know, I taught you on algebraic expansion. Okay, so let us proceed. For this, I'm going to have x squared plus x, do you understand, minus x, and then minus 1 is equals to negative x plus 5. You understand? X times x squared. X squared positive 1, that is what? Positive x. Negative 1 times x, that is negative x. Negative 1 times positive 1, that is what? Negative 1. Do you understand? Okay, for let's like terms, I'm going to have x squared, negative x, positive x, negative x, that will be what? 0. So I'm going to have x minus 1 is equals to negative x plus 5. Okay, what type of equation is this? Okay, let me rewrite it here. X squared minus 1 is equals to negative x plus 5. You understand? Okay, now I'm going to move this all these terms in the right hand side of the equation to the left hand side. So I'm going to have x squared minus 1 minus x plus 5, okay, equals to 0. For this, I'm going to have x squared minus x. Are you paying attention? Negative 1. Oh, sorry. This should be negative 5, okay, because it crosses the equals to sign, and this should change to positive, okay. So I'm going to have, please, sorry, okay, pay attention. You know, when all this term crosses the equals to sign, I'm going to have x squared minus 1. This x is having a negative sign before, so the sign is going to change towards positive. And this 5 is having a positive sign before, the sign is going to what? Is going to change to negative. So I'm going to have negative 5. Do you understand? Okay. Now, x squared plus x. Now, negative 1, negative 5. That will be what? Negative 6. Negative 6 is equals to 0. What kind of equation is this? That is quadratic equation. Okay. Now, let's solve this using factorization method. Okay. We're going to solve this using factorization. Of course, you can use quadratic formula. That's general formula, and you can also use completing the square. But let's solve this using factorization method. If you want to factorize this, yeah, this is quadratic equation, and we can solve this using 3 methods, either completing the square, factorization method, or the general formula. But I'm going to use the general formula, okay? So pay attention closely. Now, because the variable that we want to find here is x, okay? So I'm going to have x, which is the general formula. X is equals to minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. You understand? Okay, now please pay attention. A is the coefficient of x squared. Okay, in every quadratic equation, we always have the highest power as what? As 2. That is squared. You understand? So a is the coefficient of x. A is the coefficient of x squared. Okay, the coefficient of x squared is what? 1. Okay, there is an invisible 1 here. 1x squared is also the same thing as what? X squared. So the coefficient of x squared is 1, and b is the coefficient of x. The coefficient of x here is what? Positive 1. So b is equals to what? 1 also. And c is the constant term in the quadratic equation. C here will be what? Negative 6. So I'm going to have this is negative 6. Negative 6. Okay? Now, let us substitute all the parameters into this formula. For this, I'm going to have x is equals to minus 1 plus or minus square root of 1 squared minus 4 into bracket product of a. A is what? 1. 1 multiplied by negative 6. Are you paying attention? All over 2 multiplied by 1. Do you understand? If you don't understand, go back to the video and watch it again. I just substitute all the a, b, and c that I have. I substitute it into this formula. Okay? So for this, I'm going to have x is equals to minus 1 positive negative square root of. Okay? Let's deal with all the content here. For this, let's start with the bracket. 1 squared minus 4 into bracket negative 6 multiplied by 1. That will be what? Negative 6. So I'm going to have negative 6 here all over 2. Okay, let us proceed. Now x will be equals to negative 1 plus or minus square root of, okay, 1 squared minus 4 times minus 6. That will be what? Positive 24. Okay, 6 times 4 is 24. So that will be positive 24 all over 2. Okay, so x is equals to negative 1 plus or minus the square root of, okay, now 1 square is what? 1. 1 plus 24 is what? 25. So I'm going to have the square root of 25 all over 2. Let's proceed. For this, I'm going to have x is equals to negative 1 plus square root of 25 all over 2, or negative 1 negative square root of 25 all over 2. You understand? So x is equals to negative 1, square root of 25 is 5. So I'm going to have negative 1 plus 5 all over 2, or negative 1 minus 5 all over 2. So x is equals to negative 1 plus 5. Sorry, negative 1 plus 5 is what? That is 4. 4 over 2, or negative 1 negative 5, that is negative 6 all over 2. X is equals to 4 divided by 2 is what? 2, or negative 3. So that is the value of x. The positive value of x is 2, and the negative value of x is what? Negative 3. Okay, that is the solution to the question. See you in the next class. To watch the next class, kindly check the description of this video. You are going to see a link there. Click on that link, or you should check the playlist on this channel. Okay, see you in the next class.